Today I learned that cannibalism is technically legal in most of the US. In 49 states, you will get in no trouble whatsoever by eating human body parts. There are no laws that strictly prohibit the consumption of human flesh, organs, or blood. You can't, of course, neither kill someone for it nor desecrate a body. But other than that, it is completely within the limits of the law. And in fact, these people who tried it reported it was quite good. The only exception, though, is the state of Idaho. Law 18-5003 states that any person who willfully ingests the flesh or blood of a human being is guilty of cannibalism and will face up to 14 years in jail. Reasonable, if you ask me. Today I learned that the Great Red Spot in Jupiter is in fact a giant storm that has been raging for more than 300 years and is wider than Earth. It also penetrates as deep as 300 miles into Jupiter's atmosphere, which is roughly the distance between Los Angeles and San Francisco, or the entire country of the Czech Republic. Today I learned that you can keep an open bottle of soda fizzy for a longer time if you squeeze the bottle and remove as much air as possible. What makes the soda fizzy is a gas called carbon dioxide, which is kept dissolved in the liquid by low temperatures and high pressures. That's why sealed PET bottles feel very stiff and firm, and sometimes can explode at room temperature on a very hot day. As the temperature of the liquid increases, also does the pressure inside of the bottle. If the pressure increases enough that the bottle can't handle it, it explodes. When you squeeze the open bottle and keep it in the fridge, you increase the pressure inside and decrease the temperature, allowing the gas to stay dissolved in the liquid, and thus your beverage stays fizzy and tasty for longer. It just looks hella ugly in your fridge. Today I learned that the Earth's surface is around 2.5 years older than the Earth's core. And no, it's not because the surface took form before the core. It's actually because of an effect called time dilation caused by gravity. This effect is explained by the general relativity theory, developed in 1915 by a German guy you might have heard of called Albert Einstein. In his theory, Einstein predicted, among several other things, that gravity has the ability not only to warp space, but also to distort time. Quick note, this has already been proved to be true. So, the greater the gravity force, the slower time passes. And since gravity gets stronger and stronger the closer you get to the center of a planet, time also slows down. And this is why the Earth's core is younger than its surface. Today I learned that the computer guiding the Apollo 11 mission to the moon, called Apollo Guidance Computer, AGC for short, had a total amount of 4 kilobytes of RAM. In comparison, a reasonably good computer today has at least 8 gigabytes, which is equal to 8,388,608 kilobytes, or around 2 million times more RAM than the AGC had. 4 kilobytes of RAM are also equal to 32,768 bits, and considering that every single alphabetic character, like the letter A or B, requires 8 bits to be stored, the Apollo computer would not even be able to store the script that I wrote for this video. Even a calculator from the 90s has hundreds of times more RAM than the AGC. These were the things that I learned today, and now so did you. Bye!